Well, good morning, and thank you for joining me at Nana's Garden. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. I found something that is from the 18th century. Let's say it's called a Tussie Mussie bouquet. It can be done either with flowers or herbs. What I have done is I've gone out into my garden and I have gathered parsley, dill, thyme, comfrey, which makes tea, oregano, and somewhere mint. There goes my mint. It's in there somewhere. There we go. There's our mint. Two types of mint. One is peppermint and the other one is spearmint. Then I put a rose that is out of my garden. When gifts were given, they always put a flower in there. They used rose hips to make tea with back then, of which I don't seem to have any on hand at the moment, so we're making do. All right, these are the things that you can use. You can use lace and ribbon. You can use a doily that you may find at a secondhand store, or maybe your mom has one. What I have done is cut up an array of ribbon that you might want to choose from to wrap things up with. I have a napkin, paper napkin with flowers on it. I will show you how to wrap it in that. And if you want to do a much larger one, I have a larger napkin all in white. There's a little decoration around the edges. And all you would do is gather up your hand, just like that, and put your flowers in it. And then wrap it very nicely with a ribbon. Now, I wanted to do something a little better than that. You can take with no ribbon and just use your lace. And what you would do is you would take your lace and go around and around and around until it was all covered on both sides. And then you can just tie a little knot right there and be all done with it. And you can put a little note on it for Mom for Mother's Day. And there you have a sweet little gift for Mom that she will appreciate very much. How do I know that? Because I'm a mama. I'm a grandmama. I'm a great-grandmama. So I'd be really happy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, though, because I want it to have some color, I don't want to just do it, but this would work for someone's birthday as well, you know. It doesn't have to be just for Mother's Day. I put a little bitty rubber band around the bottom as I gathered them up. Then I took my scissors and I just cut it at an angle so that it will look nice. What I want to do is take my napkin, lay it down like this, so the napkin is going to show all the way around. Now you just gather it up just like this. Put it a little bit further up. There we go. You want to fold it so that all of this shows. You're just going to gather it up just like this. Now see, your presentation is much better with color around it for a special occasion. Now, you can do one of two things. Excuse him. He wants to help. No. What you can do is take a ribbon, whatever your mom's favorite color is. Let's just say that we're going to use 2 ribbons. Oh, let's use 3. Okay, they're going to dangle, so they're going to show at the bottom. They're not going to show at the top. You're going to lay it up under your paper, and you're going to go pretty well up on the top so all of your paper will gather. And all you're going to do now is just tie a knot. It could not be simpler. It could not be prettier than the way we're going to do it. And of course, you can always, once it's given, You can put it in a glass of water in the kitchen so that it'll last longer for Mom. Of course, the paper's going to get wet. I understand that. But it won't hurt anything. And Mom can clip off of it whatever she wants to do. The only thing I did not cut was some rosemary out of my garden. And normally that is one of the very few things that you do not forget. And there you go. See, all that is here and there and hello. Now, don't you think that would make a very lovely gift for Mom for Mother's Day? It doesn't cost very much. Now, here's the other thing you can do. If you would rather and give her something that she can have and put into a garden for herself, you can go and at the garden center, call them. They'll do a curbside pickup even now. And you tell them the herbs that you would like to have. They're going to come in little bitty pots. So I would suggest that you get a little bowl and you take the pots and you put it all the way around. It won't require anything other than water in the bottom to keep them fresh. Put a bow in there with it. And that way, Mom would have her own herb garden that she can use year after year. But don't you think that's a pretty thing to give Mom? Don't you think Mom would just love to have something like that? I do hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please give me a heads up and join me so that you will know when we have something else coming up so that you can join me on that. I do enjoy giving you this information and sharing some of my, many years of experience. No, I don't go back to the 17th or 18th century. However, my great-grandchildren might think I do. But this is the way that you do things that people would just love, handmade gifts that are endearing. And we thank you so much. All I ask of you is to be safe and make someone happy, to include yourself. And happy Mother's Day if you're a mom. And if you're not, that's okay. The garden will make you happy anyway. And God bless.